Hello everyone and welcome to
Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
The game has been out for quite a while, and only just the other day when I booted this up to start recording did I remember how much I loved this game. Breaking away from the stealth-style gameplay of the Metal Gear Solid series, Metal Gear Rising focuses very much on hack and slash, with an amazing game engine that actually makes you feel like you're actually wielding a sword and not beating up people with just a stick. Even more fun is when you turn the settings up to full, go whole hog on the blade mode on a very large enemy, like one of the regular UGs, or one of the helicopters, and just chop it up into literally 1,000 bits. I kid you not. There is a counter there that tells you how many bits you have sliced something up into. With the help of the infinite energy wig, I have managed to cut up one of the big two-legged ones that look like a T-Rex. I don't know what they're called. But I managed to slice it up into approximately 2,700 individual tiny little pieces. My frame rate tanked to shit, but 2,700 pieces. I'm going to let that sink in. As far as I know, no other hack and slash or any other game has managed to achieve a blade-like feeling such as this, although there are other games that have come close. I'm still waiting on Metal Gear Rising 2, Capcom. Where is it? It's been years. That being said, we're probably not going to see another Metal Gear game for a while, as Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain has not recently been released, but it was the last game to be released. It's possibly also, as far as news that I know, it could possibly be the last game in the Metal Gear series. I certainly hope not, but, well, there's not exactly that much that I can do about it. As for the game itself, you play as the badass cyborg ninja Jack the Ripper, aka Raiden. First introduced in Metal Gear Solid 2, Raiden was met with a lot of poor reception from the fans. Apparently it took only one game to make Solid Snake an instant fan favorite, and Hideo Kojima has tried to redeem Raiden ever since, by making him more and more badass. Now, I'm probably going to get cried out at for this, but I actually quite like Raiden, and I especially like his role in Metal Gear Rising. He fits well as the main antagonist, his backstory fits the story as well, and he becomes the kind of hero, anti-hero that the game really needs to drive it forward. That and it's just fun running around as a cyborg ninja hacking things up. Now, I have only two negatives about the game. One is that it very much enjoys its quick time events, which is okay, it's not overboard, and the gameplay consists solely of them, so that is fine. Although I do feel like there are maybe I don't know, the game was released around the area where quick time events were meant to be new and fun and all that jazz, and, well, there might be just a couple too many of them in the game, but really nothing that much. The only other flaw that I find with this game is there is not enough of it. Yes, those are the only two things that I have a problem with this game. There is not enough of it. It is a relatively short game to play because, well, they packed most of the power into the Blade engine, which is a hell of a lot of fun still. So even though the game is short, it is very worthwhile to play. It's felt very rewarding to play through. The story is good. The bosses are solid and engaging and very well made and a lot of fun. The soundtrack is mind-blowing, an amazing kind of techno rock kind of feel to it that fits the feel of the game absolutely perfectly. So the soundtrack is just absolutely amazing. We've got a hack and slash game that actually feels like a hack and slash game. You still can play stealthily, but it's very, very heavily de-emphasized. There are maybe like a couple of stealth segments here and there, but it really isn't a stealth game, or at least very much not a stealth-focused game like the usual Metal Gear Solid series, which is kind of why this game, while it is a Metal Gear game, it is not a Metal Gear Solid game, it is Metal Gear Rising. Some people seem not to be able to tell the difference between that, but anyway, that is me kind of rambling on. So, the game is fun. Good soundtrack, enemy variety, good personal customization that you unlock by achieving, well, achievements, doing things. There's a very nifty amount of Easter eggs. As I said, the bosses are great. The ending is... holy shit. Oh, now that I remember, there is a bug with the ending ending that I do not know if it has been fixed or not, but basically you cannot play this game in full screen. Your frame rate will be locked to 59, that'll be its maximum when full screen, which if you are not operating at 60 FPS or higher when you engage the final boss, you will not be able to defeat him. It requires activating blade mode to parry and deflect on him several times, and you just get automatically kicked out of blade mode if you're under 60 FPS. You have to activate blade mode to attack him, of which you're given a short window to attack, and if you are under 60 FPS, basically as soon as you activate it and do your thing, it will fail, just guaranteed fail. So if you want to defeat the final boss, you need to play this game windowed. I would recommend for that instance playing not windowing the game up to be the full size of your screen. I would suggest that you take the next option down, but that's just beside the point, I suppose. Now, a few tips and tricks about the game is that while the gameplay itself is fairly simple, actually being good at the mechanics introduced into playing the game can be quite involved and quite a lot of fun. I've personally not been able to clear hard or Revengeance mode simply because I am not good at the parry technique. I rely so heavily on the auto parry just for getting through this with a modicum of defense. Also, there are some sequences which I feel I should forewarn you that the timing is quite tight on. But otherwise, yes, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, one of the best hack and slash games I have ever played. Would I recommend getting it? Yes. If you're new to Metal Gear and aren't interested in necessarily going for a stealth game or learning how to play through a stealth game, or you just simply want a quick Metal Gear fix, this game is great. I am That Kiwi Gamer, and until next time, in the next video, bye!